How is it going, my heroes, my villains, and everybody in between? Sean Ross here, and welcome back, guys, to another live reaction to My Hero Academia. And it feels so good to finally be back after the unexpected break last week. I am hoping Horikoshi feels a lot better, and I hope all of you guys are still hyped and excited because we are on manga chapter number 308, entitled Full Power.
All right, this time it looks like I'm gonna straight up enjoy this.
There's no time to waste. I'll finish this quick.
I am ready to see some full powers being unleashed with the setup that we currently have. Because coming off of last chapter, we had Muscular going on a full-on rampage throughout the city while Yoshindo was trying to stop him. And to no one's surprise, Discount Deku got manhandled by Muscular. He tried his best, but his best was not good enough. But luckily, the real Deku was able to arrive on scene like a badass, smashing Muscular off of Shindo and leading us into the long-awaited rematch, the round 2 fight of Deku v. Muscular. Muscular right now is beyond excited to fight Deku again, but he has no idea how much our boy has grown and improved since their last encounter, and I cannot wait to see what is about to go down in this week's chapter. I am hyped, and I am excited. So mount, ladies and gentle criminals, without further ado, let's dive right into chapter 308.
Round 2.
It's time! It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground! You underestimate my power!
Fight!
Yo, here we go. Picking up right where last chapter left off, and we have this awesome panel shot showing Deku having the high ground advantage right here as he's holding Shindo in his arms and staring down upon Muscular.
Behold.
Man, Deku looks so badass right here, wearing his tattered mask, wearing Gran Torino's tattered cape, and having his eyes shine through like All Might. Very cool. But then we have Muscular just staring back in awe. I'd never forget you. It's really you, right? Right? Midoriya! I've missed you, little guy. All these pathetic wimps just don't measure up. It's not enough. And Muscular is ecstatic to see Deku again. He has been looking forward to this moment ever since he escaped Tartarus. But Deku doesn't even reply back. He just stands there silent, staring back at Muscular, as you just see the smoke emanating off of his body right here. So he had to have unlocked this 6 users quirk, right?
Correct!
Because in last chapter, people were saying that all of the smoke around Deku might be a result of unlocking N's quirk.
By the power of Grayskull!
Okay.
So unless it's the result of something else, Deku most likely already unlocked another quirk from a past user. And that is very cool if that's the case. But then we see Muscular crushing some debris in his hand.
Look at this dude.
Is this man creating a rock eye to place in his empty eye socket?
You what?
That is a very Muscular move right there. He needs a serious eye so that way he can go all out against Deku right here. Huh? Not so fast. Don't run away. It's not like that. You've got me all wrong. I ain't out for revenge or anything so dramatic. The way I see it, going wild with my quirk is all I could ever ask for. But I'm only human, you know.
Let's have some fun!
And we have Muscular thinking back to his fight with Deku back during the training camp.
Last time, you basically beat up on yourself. That wasn't all bad, but truth is, if I'm gonna see blood, I want to see it dripping from my fists. I'm coming at you for real. Because truth be told, you're pretty strong. I see that now.
You taught me a new meaning of fun back then, and that was the point of no return. And you see him placing the rock eye in his empty eye socket and blood flowing out. So he has been looking forward to this for quite some time. He loved his fight with Deku despite losing, and he wants to have an even better fight right now that he has run into Deku. And now that he's put in the eye, he's serious and he is ready to go all out. And we have this zoom in panel shot on Deku's eye as we see Muscular lunge forward. He didn't jump high enough, and we see Muscular just crash into the building that Deku is on, and it looks like he's just tearing it apart.
Maximum effort!
How is he this strong? How many push-ups did he do? How many sit-ups? What kind of juice did he drink? Oh, damn. I got too excited.
And we have Muscular just rip off the top part of this building. The entire roof. Muscular just yeets it into the sky to throw it at Deku. Let's go at it at full power, Midoriya. And we see Deku just holding on to Shindo tightly, protecting him from all the incoming debris. And we see the roof of this building go crashing in to another building right next to the gym where all the civilians are currently held up in. What's going on? Can't see with all the smoke. How's that boy doing? Now we see Tatsumi running frantically down the stairs, out the front door, to meet up with Deku, holding on to Shindo. Ah, glad you're here. Take care of him, okay? Yo, how could you be so dumb? And she's trying to scold an unconscious Shindo as she has tears in her eyes. She's like, how can you be so stupid going up against Muscular, up against Jailbreaker, all by yourself? And then from within the smoke, we have Deku yelling to Tatsumi, I'm sorry I didn't get here sooner. He needs first aid. Darn, so many buildings already got wrecked. But no more damage from now on. Yo, and we see Deku activating Black Whip from within the smoke, getting ready to go after Muscular. And we just see Tatsumi staring back at Deku and replying, right. It's hard to see through the smoke, but I swear I know that voice from somewhere. Who is he? Well, unlike the discount Deku boyfriend you are currently holding in your arms, the man in the smoke is the genuine article. Allow the real Deku to handle it from here on out.
Oh no.
I'd watch out, Shindo. The real Deku is about to impress your girlfriend with his amazing skills. But it makes sense that she doesn't recognize Deku right away because she had limited interaction with him back during the provisional license exam.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Yo, and we see Deku on the move, just blitzing through the smoke right here, moving fast as fuck. Was that too much? Yeah, you spread your control too thin.
Hello there.
Yo! And we see the vestige of N, the 6th user, manifesting around Deku. And they're communicating back and forth with one another. Yo, this is very Avatar-esque.
You're right, Aang. All the past avatars, all their experience and wisdom is available to you if you look deep inside yourself.
So Deku no longer has to be in the dreamscape to communicate with the past users? Because he's basically having a conversation with N right now.
This just got a whole lot more interesting.
Yo, if that's the case, this is going to make things moving forward so much more interesting if he can just talk to past users whenever he wants. Listen. And I love the fact too that as the vestige of N is appearing, he's just placing his arm around Deku's shoulders. That's too much of my smokescreen. Got it. So the quirk's name is in fact Smokescreen. Very fitting for all the smoke that Deku is emitting. Didn't I mention how it could backfire if the opponent gets the drop on you? Yes. One for All's influence has already opened the floodgates. Keep in mind that the greater power has been built up across 8 generations of users. It's a massive, unwieldy power, and as the 9th user, of course you're feeling the brunt more than any of us. So at times like this, try to relax a little. Our quirks are mostly stand-alone abilities that will never rise to the level of ultimate moves. It's almost like you have too much respect for these quirks. Instead, think of them as simply tools in your arsenal. Approach the problem strategically and use your tools to put together a plan. Yeah, I really like how En is coaching Deku through this right here. And it's almost like a nice callback to when Deku was training with Gran Torino.
It's true that you need to get stronger, and quickly. Time waits for no man. Real villains don't care if you've reached your full potential yet. And you think One for All is more special than it really is.
I know how I think about it. One for All. Those big smashes are like my special moves. Now I see. Quirks are just extensions of our bodies. That's it. I get it.
Well, at least he's mentally adept and forward-thinking for a kid.
Gran Torino said that Deku was viewing the power of One for All more than it actually was, and should view it more as an extension of his body. And that's kind of what En is saying right here about the manifesting quirks, but instead equating them to tools in Deku's utility belt. And I love this panel shot of Deku visualizing these new quirks as his tools. He's got a jetpack for float, rope for Black Whip, a radio walkie-talkie for danger sense, and then a smoke flare for smoke screen. By adding all these new quirks, Deku's going to have so much to work with. And we already know Deku is a smart strategic fighter, and I can only imagine the new combinations and strategies Deku will have moving forward in his future fights. It's going to be amazing. Muscular, the man who was still standing after taking on 100% smashes. No, I'd never forget him either. And now we see Deku getting ready to leap up high into the sky and use Nana's quirk. The Sevens float. And we see him floating above Smokescreen, and there is a lot of smoke in the street right here. I think En was right. Deku overdid Smokescreen just a little bit. I can limit visibility with the 6th Smokescreen and guide him toward me. Gotta dig up the memories of that night and that battle. And then through the Smokescreen we see Muscular's monstrous muscular hand reaching for Deku. But I like the fact that separating these two panel shots, we have the electric effect of Danger Sense. Deku can sense Muscular approaching, and he is ready to take him on.
What's up, Danger?
Yo, double page spread right here, and look at our boy Deku.
Get over here!
My spider senses are starting to tingle.
I'm coming for you!
Ludicrous speed! Go!
I don't think you have any idea how fast I am. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Autonomous Ultra Instinct.
Deku is going full on Spider-Man, and I absolutely love it. Not only do we see Deku dodging and evading all of Muscular's punches with ease right here, because Danger Sense is acting as his Spider Sense, but he's also utilizing Black Whip as his webbing to web sling himself away from Muscular. That right there looks like a classic Spider-Man pose, and I absolutely love it. Sorry, Muscular, but you're not going to be hitting Deku anytime soon moving forward. The 4th Danger Sense helps me read his moves better, and we just see Muscular screaming, Midoriya! As Deku leaps onto the balcony of a building, leaps off, turns around to face Muscular, and he's about to shoot off a Black Whip. The 5th Black Whip. And he grabs a hold of Muscular, whips him around, and whips him down into the water below.
What the? Is that water?
And we see Muscular trying to get up within the water, but still being held together by Black Whip. Cheap party tricks. What's the deal? And then we see Deku come down for a superhero landing.
You're gonna do a superhero landing. Wait for it. Woo! Superhero landing. Yeah, that's really hard on your knees.
And he looks so badass in this panel right here. Just his eye shining through his mask, All Might style, as the water goes flying everywhere. I know Shigaraki and All For One released you. Where are they now? Who knows? They just told me to go wild and left me on my own. Why ask about them when I'm right here? You're bumming me out. And these little gimmicks? Boring. Come on, let's have a rematch. Mano a mano. No holds barred. Muscular wants to have the same fight he had with Deku back at the training camp, but that's not going to be the case. He does not like all these new tricks and quirks Deku is utilizing right here, but he also doesn't like the fact that he's asking about Shigaraki and All For One. Muscular's like, what? Am I not good enough for you? I'm standing right by you. Let's have a rematch. Let's fight right here, right now. But Deku is just standing there, keeping his grip of Black Whip on Muscular. Why do you rage like this? I just want to live without regrets. Regrets, such as not indulging and having fun every chance I get. Was there really no other path for you? Goto Amazuchi. So Deku knows Muscular's real name. I'm guessing he must have done some research after his fight with him to get some background and research. But Deku right now is trying to understand Muscular right here. He's asking him why he is going on raging and destroying everything. But, I mean, Muscular is a simple dude. He does it for the sake of doing it. He just loves blood, carnage, and violence. And Deku's like, I guess there is no path moving forward for you. I can't understand you. And as Deku says that, we just see Muscular break free from Black Whip and yell, nope. And Muscular is just hulking out right here, adding more and more muscle fibers onto his form and looking like a demon as he's approaching Deku. You trying to sympathize with me or something? Peddle that crap somewhere else, because all you'll find in my soul is blood and violence.
You done goof.
Yo, Deku gave this man a chance. He wanted to know where he was coming from to sympathize with him, but he can't sympathize with this deranged maniac. And as his eye goes dark, Deku is thinking back to Koda.
I don't understand you. I don't agree with anything you do.
I wanted to kill people, it's as simple as that. And those two tried to stop me. What happened was the result of all of us doing our best. That's why your dear old mommy and daddy died!
He's the type of criminal who kills people for fun. I have to stop him now. I have to, for Koda's sake!
Deku is about to destroy this man in the name of Kota and his parents. If I had known, maybe things would have worked out differently. Hello. And now we see Deku thinking back to when he saw the young crying Tenko within Shigaraki. This is someone who has hurt many people. Someone who has killed others. And we see Deku getting ready. He is winding that fist back, preparing to fight Muscular. Seems like this fight is inevitable. But at least I want to learn what makes him tick deep down. And then we just see Muscular yelling, "You turned out real boring, kid." Yo, what just happened to Muscular right here? It looks like all of his muscle fibers are beginning to rip and tear apart. What the hell just happened to him? In the gaps between those muscles you coat yourself with,
know my power.
Yo, we got another double page spread. And look at our boy Deku right here.
What?
I'll finish this quick! 1,000,000%!
Wait, there's something different about him.
Yo, he didn't hold back at all. Coming in with that finishing move, that dramatic finish. All it took was one punch from Deku to speed blitz Muscular right here and just pound him into his guts.
Oh my
Yo!
goodness!
That looks amazing right there with the water just dispersing due to Deku's speed as his mask comes flying off. But let's see what Deku had to say. What was happening with Muscular's muscle fibers? The strands depleted of energy tend to rip and tear away. And we see Deku thinking back to his previous fight with Muscular. As well as to when he noticed when Muscular didn't jump high enough. A guy who shies away from tactics and strategy wouldn't purposefully jump to a lower floor like that, and I noticed how your muscle armor is uneven in spots. I guess someone's been honing those vibrations in the meantime, huh?
You weren't expecting that.
So it's because of Yoshindo! It was a delayed reaction from his tremoring Earth when he attacked him in last chapter.
And he did it. That crazy son of a gun actually did it.
It had a delayed effect, but Deku realized it while he was going up against Muscular. And I love the fact, too, that he just threw shade at Muscular for being dumb. Basically saying you have no tactics or strategy when you go into fighting. So I knew that you didn't just jump low for no reason. It's because you're dumb and stupid that I was able to actually realize what the hell was going on. Oh my god. And you just have Muscular about to say sneaky little, but it gets cut off as Deku comes in with that ultimate smash finishing move to just punch out Muscular. And as Deku's mask comes flying off, he just says, "This is also my full power." Yo, I don't know what percentage Deku just used right here, but I don't think it was 100%. Deku finessed this man with strategy and with combining all of his quirks to go up against him. That is what I like to see, Deku. That right there is the end of the chapter. Next chapter hits April 18th.
When we fought last time, you messed up my arms. I've improved and changed styles a lot since then. I should probably be thanking you. You taught me that in order to save people, you have to protect yourself first. So that's what I'm gonna do!
Wait, there's something different about him.
Yo, this right here is how I expected this rematch between Deku and Muscular to go down, and it did not disappoint. It was not going to be like it was back at the training camp with Deku on the ropes. Deku was in full control of the fight the entire time. We saw Deku fought smart, strategic, and he used his new quirks in great combinations to give him an advantage against Muscular in this fight. And he was also able to use the opening that Yoshindo provided him by using Tremoring Earth on his muscle fibers to where Deku could deliver that final smash, which I'm guessing wasn't even at 100%. That final shot is absolutely amazing. But I did also like the fact that Deku was able to communicate with N during this fight, which means moving forward, Deku will be able to communicate with the other past users whenever he wants, and that is going to be very cool to see what conversations end up popping up with Deku and the past users. But moving forward into the next chapter, what does Deku do with Muscular if he is in fact KO'd and unconscious? Does he just leave him in this river to just get swallowed up by the water? Or does he take him to a secured facility to be locked up in? Because right now, the prisons aren't really the safest place since they got broken into. So I am very curious to see where we go from here and what Deku's next journey is going to be as a vigilante. So with that, guys, that right there is my live reaction to chapter 308 of My Hero Academia, and most likely the end of Deku v Muscular round 2. But for now, I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts on the events of this chapter and what you guys thought of the fight between Deku and Muscular, getting to see Deku utilizing multiple quirks against him and leading up into that final page smash of Deku KOing Muscular, And where do we go with Deku and Muscular from here? Does he get locked up, or does Deku just leave him here to get picked up by somebody else? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and feel free to subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon that you guys can be alerted for every new MHA reaction that pops up on the channel. But if you guys want to talk about other things or talk about MHA outside of YouTube, feel free to also follow me over on Twitter. A link to my Twitter account can also be found in the description down below. That's going to do it from here, guys. So until next week, when we have chapter 309 of My Hero Academia, I'll talk to you guys next time. But remember, go beyond, plus Ultra!